I have clients who keep saying, I don't want to micromanage. I want to step back. It actually is what naturally happens when we get you tradies or ladies stepping back from being on the tools or working so much in the business. However, I think that there's a bit of confusion around what micromanaging means, what it looks like, and I'm here to kind of help you with that. This micromanaging can show up not only at work, but at home as well, and potentially in your relationships and parenting dynamics, which I am certainly noticing in our household with a couple of teenagers now and me getting to my 40s. Things are looking and feeling a little bit different in our household and our home, and I'm noticing that theme through clients' businesses as well for different reasons. So very often we see the tradies coming off the tools and potentially stepping back or wiping their hands of responsibilities and things a little too much. And then we say things like, they should know this. How many times do I have to go over that? Do they really need to be told about this again? There's frustration that sets in and annoyance that comes with feeling like the team don't know what they have to do, where they have to be, and how they need to get things done. One of the reasons that this can be showing up is that things aren't clear enough. So I'm going to go through the 5 things that micromanaging is not, and a couple of things that micromanaging is. If you can relate, if it's something that you see in your business, or if it's something that you've actually overcome and you've got tips to share as well, then please do that with us. Okay, so first of all, expectations can't be met that are kept up here and not communicated. What happens is those that we're working with then need to fill in the gaps with what they see or how they see fit. So when our expectations are only in our head and not communicated, it leaves the team filling in the gaps, and that can cause the frustration. Micromanaging is not setting clear expectations and having processes around how you do things. That is not micromanaging. Micromanaging also is not making sure the team know the priority for the day, where they need to be, what you're hoping or aiming to get done. That is not micromanaging. Explaining what looks good or what is acceptable in terms of standard and quality and what your expectation is in that regard, that is not micromanaging. Also, setting the standards for how the work is to be done, that isn't micromanaging. That again is setting a standard or having a process in this is how we achieve this job or get this job done. And the 5th one is giving the team a clear plan for the day or the week, whatever it might be. That is not micromanaging. So all of those things that I have just listed off are not considered micromanaging. In fact, they are leadership traits, and they are things that you should work towards communicating with your team. A couple of things that are micromanaging, or what is considered more so as micromanaging, is constantly checking up on people. So whether that is with a phone call or hovering around what they're doing and just loitering around them, that could be considered micromanaging. Not trusting the team is considered micromanaging. And controlling every small decision is micromanaging. have you noticed the difference in the things that I've said? The 5 things that are not and the 3 things that are. Where are you showing up? What does it look like for you? Another analogy to think about that would be really easy is when you're working for a customer and you know the ones that stand behind you or the team and they look at everything that you're doing, they're asking questions and what about this and when are you going to do that and how are you going to deal with this? And really they're annoying you. They're over your shoulder and you're just like, mate, I'm the professional here, get out. That is a way to look at what micromanaging might look like compared to a customer that comes to you clearly and says, this is my problem. This is what I need fixed. They are sure about what they want, the outcome that they're hoping to achieve, and what they are expecting at the end of the job. See the difference with the two? It's exactly what you need to look at when communicating with your team, with your partner, in your family. What do we need to reassess? What do we need to better and more clearly communicate in order to stop micromanaging or really revisit what you think micromanaging is and how it looks? All right, I'm going to leave that with you. If you found it helpful, let me know. If there's any areas that pop out to you that you feel convicted of, let me know about that as well. And we're here to support you along the way. So feel free to reach out.